And welcome everyone to ABC7's last postseason edition of Football Friday Night. I'm your host, Dwayne Lindo, and I got to tell you, it's hard to believe, but high school football season is close to wrapping up. We're now in the second week of postseason, and we have two local matchups that are huge. It's something you don't see often, so these games are pretty special. Winners go on to the next round. Our game of the week, the Venice Indians hosting the Braden River Pirates. At this point, it's the best rivalry on the Suncoast. I think Bob would agree. The Indians have won 5 straight. He's over there clapping. 5 straight over the Pirates, beating them 24-21. You just saw them score right off the bat there. First quarter, the Indians on the board. And Braden Rivers on offense at this point, hand off to Brian Battie, and he gets the negative yardage thanks to Carson Sullivan there. The Pirates get another crack at offense. Brian Gagg looking for number 17, but he throws to the wrong 17. You saw Noah Carr picked it off, 79 yards for the pick six, 14-0 Indians. Now the handoff to Battie and nothing. The Pirates can't get anything off the run game. And that final play of the game, first quarter, Mike Trapani breaks a tackle and stays on his feet, runs it in for the score. The Indians taking a solid lead at 21-0. And Braden River, a little light at the end of the tunnel. You see Brian Gagg to his receiver, Clyde Townsend, for a 5-yard pass. They cut the lead down 21-7. Tough play to catch up against a great Venice team. They win this one, as expected, 28-21. They move on to Bloomingdale. And as Fred G. Sanford would say, this is the big one. Bob, I know you watched Sanford and Son back in the day. And the big one meaning Class 8, featuring the Manatee Hurricanes at Riverview. The Hurricanes riding high with an upset win over the Osceola Cowboys last week. They lost to the Rams earlier this season. Now they're looking to get some payback. But the Rams are pretty hyped up. They want to get deeper in the playoffs, falling short last year. First quarter, the Hurricanes on offense. Anthony Squidieri avoiding the sack, scrambling to his right to get about 10 yards, and he gets lit up by the defense. No worries, though. He gets right back up as if nothing ever happened. Same drive, number 6 avoids traffic and calls his own number again, this time taking it into the end zone. Manatee strikes first, extra point, 6-0 Hurricanes. Will the Rams answer? Ali Boyce, a couple key runs, then this. The strike to Malachi Weidman. He's triple covered, but obviously has that height advantage. 7-6 Rams. The Rams even playing a little defense. Chuck Brantley just diving to get the interception. He takes it about 10 yards into Hurricane territory. Sideline is hyped. A little FaceTime for Brantley, and guess what? The turnover chain to go with it. They get nothing out of that one, but 9 minutes left in the second quarter. It's Sean White, another quarterback who can call his own number, 7 yards for the touchdown. Rams take the lead 14-6. And later in the second, the laser to Michael Puda Hayes. What a pass by Sean White. That one for about 30 yards. The Rams extend their lead to 21-6. Rams cheerleading coach trying to get into the play. Let's see what you got. Now Manatee stepping up on defense. It's Gian Buchanan with the pick, taking it to the 1-yard line. They score on the next play, but it wasn't enough. The Rams win big, 49-27. They're moving on. They'll take on Dr. Phillips in the next round. And in another fall sport, Pineview and Sarasota High School's 2-time cross-country champion, Ben Harvickson, commits to Harvard. Not only is Sarasota County cranking out athletes, but scholar athletes as well. Coming up on Football Friday Night, we have a final score on the Palmetto Tigers game and a few special guests. Stay with us.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do it yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Judy here, I think hospice was a tremendous source of support for her.
Absolutely. With Jennifer and Kimberly and Liza's constant contact with us, coming in, just knowing that there was someone with knowledge there to back us up, to answer our questions, it made a world of difference.
Women have shed their blood in defense of America since the dawn of the Republic.
What am I going to tell my neighbors? He said that my daughter's wearing a uniform.
Their sacrifices are profound.
Women are in combat.
And their noble accomplishments largely ignored.
When you're young, you think you created all that awesomeness.
Unsung Heroes, the story of America's female patriots.
The fight for the right to fight.
An inspiring saga of perseverance and triumph.
Sunday at 10 on ABC 7.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration.
Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
And we have one score for you tonight. The Palmetto Tigers taking on the Bloomingdale Bulls out of Hillsborough County. And unfortunately, Palmetto Tigers, they're out. Another Class 7 team that is out of the picture, as well as Braden River. Obviously, they're out of the picture. They were beat by Venice High School. So Bloomingdale will move on to the next round. As I said, Palmetto Tigers out. So great part of the show today. We have two special guests. Our social producer, Chloe Conboy, who's a Manatee grad. Also, Charlie Williams, who's also a Manatee grad. And I noticed one thing about this area. I'm not from here, but one thing about Manatee County is that folks, the community and alum, they pretty much rally around the high school, rally around the team. And I noticed that it's a lot to have to do with family. Chloe Conboy, I'm going to defer to you.
Okay.
So you're a Manatee High grad. Tell me, what was the atmosphere like, the team like when you attended the school?
So when I attended the school, I actually graduated in 2014. So I was there from 2010 to 2014, and my sophomore year of high school, we were state champions. So we just came in with this winning streak, and when Coach Joe Canan was there, from 2010 to 2013, the last 4 seasons, Manatee had 50 wins and only 4 losses. Over that period, when we played up against the Riverview High School Rams, we were 4-0 against Riverview, outscoring them 179 points to 19. So I think it's just been a totally different atmosphere from when I was in high school to now. It's just very different how the school is.
Right. Canan, obviously a Hall of Fame coach. Canan went up to USF, coached there for a little bit as an assistant coach. Storied franchise. I know, Charlie, you played on the team as well. You know that it's a storied franchise. The Manatee Hurricanes this year, they finished the year at 8-5. They lost to Lakeland their first game, lost to Braden River, couple key losses there. They also lost to Riverview. What were the strengths for Manatee this year, if any? I think they had a few strengths, but from your perspective, what did they do right this year?
Well, they did a lot of small things right this year. They have a lot of talent on that team, a lot of speed on that team. And the small thing that they did right was try to get the ball to their playmakers on the edge. Like I said, they have Keon Fordham, who's probably their best player.
Correct.
And it's always good to try to find a way to get the ball into the hands of your best player. Then you have others like the running back, the number 30. I don't remember his name. He's a freshman. I think he's a freshman. They've been doing things, a few things to get the ball to playmakers. They've been doing that pretty well.
Coach Shakir in his second year doing well, better season than he had last season. What does he have to do to prepare for next season?
Well, one of the things he's going to have to do to prepare for next season, he's going to have to find a quarterback. He needs a quarterback, and in my opinion, if he had the kind of quarterback that Braden River has and Palmyra, one of those two quarterbacks, I believe they would have went undefeated this year because he has some weapons outside. You have Jackson, Fordham, and the running back that he has. He has a lot of talent on that team, and he's going to have to find a line next year. He's going to need a line, and he got to do a little bit better job on defense.
Right. Real quick, I want to ask you about Venice. Venice won the state championship last year in 7A. Do they repeat this year?
Go Venice. I think they repeat. It's hard to beat a team like Venice. They are very well coached. They play sound football. It's just hard to beat a team like Venice. They are very talented, and they're strong, man. I tell you, very hard to beat them. I can see Venice winning it again.
Right. Well, good to hear.
Those one of Manatee's biggest rivals, too, going to school there. I don't think that's ever going to change, Venice being such a strong football team and known in the high school football community.
Right, right. Two storied programs, obviously, Venice and Manatee High School. Now, let's go to Friday night sites. We have a few pictures here from tonight, postseason play. Venice High School and Braden River, the coin toss, always a big game, a lot of drama, like I mentioned earlier. Venice possibly may be going back to the championship. We'll soon see. And, we have some cheerleaders there, the Venice High cheerleaders. I'm sure they're a great part or a big part of Venice High going this far. Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. Probably looking a little chilly tonight.
Yeah, pretty much.
With
You see them
Bob's
with a
forecast,
jacket.
they probably should have put on a little bit more jackets, definitely.
And Venice is that good that we had to show that again. And that's big Malachi Weidman.
Wow.
So he's one of the best stars, wide receiver for Braden River. Great player there, a player with a lot of hops. Jason Clark, thank you for that photo.
That's Riverview Rams.
I'm sorry, Riverview. Also, Michael Puda Hayes, Riverview Rams. Another great player, scored plenty of touchdowns this year, one of their key players. So, guys, thanks for joining me tonight. And you guys should be coming on to the next block, I would imagine.
Yeah, we'll stick around.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
Stick around.
Yeah.
It's year-end clearance time at every Ghetto location. Over 3,000 new vehicles, over 1,000 used vehicles on clearance right now at Ghetto.com. And Ghetto Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Get credit help, fast cash for your car, and year-end clearance prices right now at a Ghetto dealership near you. Ghetto's got it. At Ghetto.com.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Now, I figured I'd have Chloe and Charlie stick with me for the rest of the show here. Great to have you guys on. I wanted you guys to check out Fan of the Week. I'm going to introduce Fan of the Week in a second here, and maybe you guys can maybe comment, give me a little color commentary on what we'll see, who the Fans of the Week are. So in this case, here we have the Riverview
Kilty
Kilties. So the seniors there.
Love it. No, they definitely look very warm tonight. They dressed appropriately. Clearly, they were watching ABC 7's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, and they were prepared with our weather forecast. So I'm very proud of them.
Congratulations, Riverview. You put one on us. We owe you. We'll see you next year. That's why they're smiling.
Right, yeah, they're smiling because there's a Riverview win. But this, again, like I said, this will be the last Football Friday night. We will cover Riverview and we will cover Venice moving on. So keep in touch. Hopefully next week we'll get some highlights for you, and hopefully we'll see you next year, and Manatee will rock it on.
Hopefully so.
All right.
Yeah, we're hoping for the Canes to get some more wins.
There we go.
Go Canes.